Hi, this is Joe Markley, and we are coming up to about 11 p.m. on the night before the end of session. So I figured I would squeeze out one last report from the Capitol before the session ends. And this is a kind of a crazy period at the end of the session. I've been through it before, but years ago. There's a lot of legislation coming our way, bouncing back and forth between the House and the Senate. And these final days stretch on quite long, and there's considerable maneuvering between the caucuses, trying to figure out which bills are going to be taken up and acted on. Something that I'm not particularly involved in. Obviously, it's controlled by the Democrats, who have the power to decide which bills come up. And my Republican leadership has a certain amount of leverage in negotiation. All we can do is talk and offer amendments which are voted down, and vote no where appropriate, which I've been doing a good deal of. There's also a large number of bills that will go through on what's called the consent calendar, bills that are not considered objectionable by either side, housekeeping things in a lot of cases, and in some cases pieces of legislation that have been worked out by both parties and that are considered acceptable. So tomorrow, we'll go tonight until, I'm sure, well after midnight. We're in a caucus right now to talk about the bills coming up, and then we'll go back in for a while. Tomorrow we'll be at it right up until midnight. The session has to end when the clock strikes, but it usually goes right up till the last minute. Afterwards, the governor will come out, and there'll be a joint session with the House and the Senate and a speech from the governor, and then a big party. It's a very strange scene for those of you who haven't seen it, because it goes from being a very tense, harried and competitive atmosphere to being a kind of a convivial and collegial blowout, more for the young people maybe than graybeards like myself. But we are wrapping up what I think is a loony left session. We passed, as you know, the biggest tax increase in state history. We passed an early release program that includes violent criminals. We just passed a decriminalization of marijuana. We have passed paid sick days. To my mind, an entire agenda of philosophically left-wing, anti-business, big government decisions. And I will look forward to taking that message to the voters next year, both in my own re-election and in the hopes of building a conservative majority up here in the state Senate in the year 2012. So that's it for this session, but I'll be keeping you posted as the off session starts and other projects like the busway fight begin. And until then, I'm always happy to hear from you. Feel free to email me or get in touch here at my office, 860-240-0381. Thanks very much.